Welcome to Atlas. Those were Ironwood's ace operatives. They're not that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal? The ace ops are the elite of elite military huntsmen. And Ironwood's personal attack dogs.
There it is.
I'm here because I've been speaking out against Atlas's exploitation of Mantle, and
True.
Ironwood is trying to silence me.
You threw a brick at her ship.
It's worth it if it gets people talking about our cause.
A brick thrower.
You nasty.
What's up, Nasty Cast? It's your man behind the cam, Director, here with another RWBY reaction, Volume 7, Chapter 2, A New Approach. In the last reaction, we got to see a little bit of a Mantle, and we got to see a little bit of Atlas. And what we've learned is that Mantle is like the underbelly of Atlas, literally and figuratively, in that it is run down and in a lot of pain from this embargo. A lot of people hear embargo and you think, oh yeah, you're hurting the people around you. No, you're hurting yourself too. That's the problem with an embargo. And that explains, if you didn't know, why Weiss's daddy over there was so mad about Ironwood putting this embargo. Everybody's hurting right now, and we see it. All this negative emotion can't be good for either Mantle or Atlas, and including especially because we know that's what Grimm like to eat. You know, they like to eat that shit up. Knowing what Salem is cooking up in the background is a big reason why it's like, yo, we need to avoid this negative emotion as much as possible. And the paranoia that James Ironwood is going through surely isn't helping anything. Team RWBY crash lands, or I guess stowaway lands, into Mantle, and they find Pietro, aka Penny's dad, which tells us that, my daughter talks about you an awful lot. And me and my dumb self was like, damn, bruh, I don't know who your daughter is. Cause he's black, I'm thinking his daughter's Emerald, but I'm like, no, he don't talk to Emerald. Emerald don't talk to her daddy. I'm like, whose daddy could this be? And I'm just sitting here scratching my head. I'm like, whatever. Moving past it. Fast forward about 7 minutes, Penny comes flying in like a fucking hero Terminator, saving everybody's asses. It was beautiful, beautiful. I really thought Penny was gone like Pyrrha was, unless, no. We talked about this in the last one. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to myself, okay? But yeah, we got a nice little reunion, and keyword is little, because shortly after they were taken away by the Ace Ops, which by the way is the lamest name I've ever heard for a secret group of top tier fighters. Ace Ops, really? Whatever, I'm gonna let it go. But them being arrested is pretty much what I expected. Me and Crow apparently, cause like, yeah, the moment they're like oh yeah, we're just gonna go land, I'm like, no you're not. And like, oh yeah, we're just gonna go to Mantle, I'm like, no you're not. And then they were just walking in the streets like they was window shopping. Like 50 said, hey girl, you a window shopper. I don't know what you're doing here, but you gotta go. Get out these streets. And yeah, I don't know, man, I don't know. But moving forward, Team RWBY is in Mantle / Atlas. They're close enough to get to Ironwood, but we don't know what Team Ironwood's on, because right now, the way his mind's working, I almost feel like he might just leave them in jail and take the lantern and just lock it up. Which, I mean, for lack of a better term, it's not a terrible thing if he takes the lantern and locks it up, but it is a terrible thing if he locks up RWBY and crew, because that's not the intent. So I don't know how much of an ally he is at this point. And even what we saw from Weiss thinking about reaching out to Winter, we don't know if Winter's an ally at this point. She works for James. That's her man. I mean, not her man, her boss. And yeah, so I don't know, we gonna see. I still want Crow to, you know, be Winter's man, not Ironwood, because Ironwood, he kind of losing it right now, man. I hope he's okay, but I don't know. I don't want to see another Leo. He's giving me Leo vibes right now, and I don't like it. I don't like it. He don't look like he's doing well. With that being said, I talked a whole lot on this one because it's getting deep. If you made this far and you haven't already, go ahead, drop a sub on the channel, drop a like on the video, hit the bell for post notifications. 7 volumes of RWBY and you're still not subbed. I don't know what you're doing, because we post content 3 times a week and you don't want to miss out. If you want to catch me, I'm live on Twitch every Monday and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Check the description for the Twitch link and of course the Patreon link, where you can find uncut, unreleased anime and RWBY reactions. RWBY, Volume 7, Chapter 2, A New Approach reaction coming up next. Hey, just a quick thank you to all the subs on the channel. You members of the Nasty Cast are the driving force that makes all this possible. Catch Director Nasty on Reddit, Patreon, and our other socials in the description below with links. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks again. Oh yeah, the quick recap. So also, it's funny. I won't know if anybody thinks about these quick recaps, so it's too late. Oh, hold on, I like this one. Quick recap. Everything that happened in Mantle at the end went exactly the way I expected it to happen. They were in the streets too long, they got arrested, and it was bound to happen. I'm worried about the status of the Lantern because now we have a bunch of nobodies, aka the Ace Ops, which is a very whack name in my opinion, holding Lantern, taking it to Ironwood. Best case scenario, he's on their team. Worst case scenario, he lights up the Lantern, he locks them up. Ideally, oh, Penny coming back, huge surprise. Didn't think PHO was her daddy, but I feel like I should have known that. I like how they have her in the intro right now, but they showed the intro at the end of the first chapter of the volume, so it was a nice, pleasant surprise. I'm glad she's back. What else? Don't know what to expect moving forward. Don't know if we trust Ironwood. And the fight from Team RWBY in the beginning was amazing. It was dope. But not their best chapter 1 fight, I'll be honest. Not the best chapter 1 fight, but I see the new animation, so it looks good. Monty. Yo, you know what the bright side is? If they have trouble getting in, so hopefully so will Neo and Cinder. Why does she sound like a dog?
Where do you think they're taking us?
I'm gonna go with jail.
I still can't believe that fishing pole guy took us out like it was nothing.
Welcome to Atlas. Those were Ironwood's ace operatives.
Ace Ops. What a weak name.
Run in with the Ace Ops? Ironwood must really have a bone to pick with you.
They're not that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal? The Ace Ops are the elite of elite military huntsmen. And Ironwood's personal attack dogs.
There it is.
You, huh?
I wouldn't let myself get caught by them. I'm here because I've been speaking out against Atlas's exploitation of Mantle, and General Ironwood is trying to silence me.
You threw a brick at her ship.
It's worth it if it gets people talking about our cause.
A brick thrower.
Our cause?
Yes, the fight for better conditions in Mantle, led by the charismatic, talented, lovely Robin Hill and her happy huntresses. They were all top Atlas Academy graduates who could have signed up for the military, but Robin and the Huntresses chose to stay in Mantle. She's gunning for a seat on the Kingdom's Council, and when she gets it, she's gonna put an end to Ironwood's tyranny!
I hope so.
Huntresses.
Happy Huntresses. Sounds like the Robin Hoods.
Tyranny's a little dramatic.
Easy to say for a Schnee heiress living comfortably up in Atlas.
Bruh, she in cuffs right next to you, fam. The fuck is you talking about? He tripping. She's very clearly in the back of a military plane with handcuffs on. Right there with her, bro.
It's
You fucking Nora.
Don't let that fool you.
I mean, on the bright side, they made it to Atlas.
Atlas Academy.
Oh, that's good. So they're not going to jail. They're going straight to Ironwood. Bro, Atlas Academy is fire. Bruh. It's like a utopian city, but tyrannical utopian?
I guess we will be seeing the general. For better or worse.
So, what do we do?
I want to know what those handcuffs are made of. I'm surprised it's actually holding them down.
follow your lead, Ruby.
I feel like they came quietly.
I swear, if I have to sit through one more council meeting like that.
Yay, you're here! Winter.
Anyone want to give us a hand with these?
You have 10 seconds to take those off before I start hurting you.
Please.
Yo, those are nice handcuffs. So like,
It is so good to see all of you.
Our reception.
oh, okay.
I sincerely regret how you were treated by my team.
I don't believe him either,
Entered
fam.
our airspace. It raised some red flags. We assumed the ship was stolen.
Stolen?
I was.
Was stolen.
You stole an Atlas air. What were you thinking? You might have been shot down. How unbelievably irresponsible. I'm sorry I worried you. But we did what we had to do. I suppose I understand.
Bro, you don't even know. They almost died like 19 times.
That you allowed this to happen.
I don't blame Drunkle Crow.
Stopping these kids when they have their mind set on something. Speaking of which,
Crow doesn't sound as
information for you.
angry.
Confidential.
Oh, is it about the relics?
Or perhaps the Winter Maiden?
The irony, bro.
Work on a new plan after Beacon. With Ozpin gone, I needed my own team of people I could trust. So yes, I told them.
Unlike Ozpin, no.
Which is why I'm so glad you're here. With this. Until now, I believed it was impossible to truly turn the tide against Salem.
Oh no.
Oz has pushed her back, has kept
Oh,
victory out of
no.
her claws, but she will keep returning, stronger and stronger,
Fam.
unless we destroy her.
Oof. Don't do it. You need to tell him before he does it.
About the Atlas relic.
You mean the Staff of Creation?
It's safe inside the vault.
And the Winter Maiden?
She is secure and in stable condition.
Stable condition? What does
She's
that...
not exactly a spring chicken.
Oh. Oh.
I know how
Oh.
this all
So
looks.
who's finna get the power?
In my military, the embargo, I probably don't seem the most trustworthy right now.
You ain't.
Then why continue it?
The people of Mantle are hurting.
I needed to ensure Salem couldn't infiltrate Atlas, and I wanted my military here, protecting my people.
But it's not protecting them. It's making everyone hate you.
It's a price I'm willing to pay.
I don't know, fam.
Just as you all have been entrusted with the knowledge of Salem's existence, I need you all to trust me. I have a plan.
Okay. Let's hear it, Bala Bala.
Salem was to do so in secret. Whether that was the right choice or not isn't for me to say. But we find ourselves in a position of needing, well, a new approach.
What do
Uh-oh.
you suggest?
He gonna say some crazy shit.
Coliseum.
Where the Vital Festival is held? Indeed. When Beacon fell and everyone on Remnant lost contact with one another, I knew our current system was outdated. Amity was built to bring the nations together, and it will serve that purpose once again.
Isn't it great? We're not going to just replace Beacon Tower. Building a new tower on top of Amity Coliseum will re-establish global communications.
By launching the tower high into the atmosphere, our scientists believe we can create a sort of satellite, out of reach of the Grim and capable of maintaining global communications even if we were to lose another tower.
That's actually not a bad plan.
Is great.
But
You don't need the entire military for this.
I will for the next part.
there it is.
Finally tell the people about Salem.
Oh, this. And that's therein where we have just a little bit of an issue, my guy.
Why you withdrew your troops to handle the panic that will break out in Atlas.
Yes, panic is inevitable, and panic brings grim, but I believe we are ready. Once Atlas has come to grips with the fight ahead, I'll use Amity Tower to spread the message to all of Remnant.
But everything will fall apart.
Grim will be everywhere.
You're right. But Atlas is willing and prepared to assist.
I get it.
The truth in the world will eventually kill us all.
You know, I gotta say, I understand where he's going with this.
Spent his whole life, many lives, keeping this.
I don't know, man.
I know. But since Beacon, things have changed. Without him here to guide us, all I can do is use my best judgment.
Look at Oscar's ass.
What is it?
Actually, Oz isn't completely gone.
Oscar here is the next Ozpin.
Oz? I'm so glad you're here. I didn't think you...
Not quite. He's kind of, gone at the moment.
Being a bitch. I mean, recluding into his.
Don't know. We were in a train crash, and ever since, well, suddenly Oz wasn't there anymore.
Oh, she lied. You lied to him.
Did you learn anything from him about the relics before?
He told us the lamp would answer 3 questions. But all the questions were used up already.
Right.
You shouldn't have lied.
He told us that too, once upon a time.
Oh, okay.
At least we have you, Oscar. You're safe here in Atlas. Maybe together we can figure out how to bring Ozpin back.
Thank you, sir. I mean, General. Ironwood?
I don't know, man. This ain't looking too good, man.
You're giving it back to me?
After what happened with the Aesops, I don't want you to think I'm keeping anything from you, especially something as important as this. For the time being, I think it's safest with the people who brought it here.
You know what? Hey, I'm convinced. Ironwood, I'm with you, my guy. You kind of weird, but I never really fuck with you, but you're growing on me.
We must work together if we're to fight.
I still don't like that plan, though.
Now, if you're all on board.
Interesting. Very interesting, to say the least.
Tell us how we can help.
Good. Because getting the Amity Tower ready to launch won't be easy. But first, I think we need to get those weapons of yours up to our standards.
Oh?
Remember,
She doesn't have a
while
blade.
assisting the military, we will provide you with the best equipment our scientists can devise.
Yeah. Wait, that was oddly specific. That was oddly specific. While you're assisting, you'll have the best weapons.
For the miscommunication down in Mantle. We didn't
I feel
intend to.
so bad, honestly. If we had known who you were, we'd be laughing over a hot meal.
Yo, who's Big Dicky? My God.
Following orders.
I mean, you could have asked us some questions first.
Questions are for the weak. But we're all on
Yo, Atlas got mad niggas there. I like it. This is the most black people I've seen in one spot.
We just wanted to say we're sorry, and that we're looking forward to working with you on our next mission. You might be students, but you've been fighting just as hard as we have, if not harder.
Exactly why I'm looking forward to seeing what you kids can do.
Not everything's a competition, Hare.
Come on, let me show you around campus.
Yo, seriously, who's Thick Shawty over there? I need that name, bro.
meant it when I said it was good to see you again.
Yeah. You too.
Oh, hell no! Nah, that's weird, bruh. Nah, that's weird. That's weird. I ain't doing, nah, that's weird. They would never hug, right? They're not homies like that.
So that way's the cafeteria, and that way's the training rooms. Oh, and over there are the classrooms.
Yay.
All looks great, Penny. But where are we staying? Remember, you're in Atlas now. As the most well-funded school on Remnant, every team at Atlas Academy gets their own room. And if that wasn't enough,
So we're staying in the dorms?
it'll be just like Beacon again.
Damn, Nora. Wild. I don't know. I'm so torn right now. It sounds like everything started bad and now it's going good, but it's almost too good. Oh, that's definitely Arthur's ass.
For the last time, a singular hideout makes us more susceptible to discovery.
But what if we're seen? What if we're recognized?
We stay mobile.
Walking around a city with 1,000 eyes.
While cybersecurity has been stepped up in Atlas, as usual, none of the code was updated in Mantle.
That certainly sounds useful.
Oh, he's literally stopping everything as he's walking.
I helped write that code, after all.
Oh, and he's shutting everything down as he goes. Oh, no.
Well, I suppose we all have our talents.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. IT guys are the most dangerous people around, man. Make sure your IT guy is happy. That was RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 2, A New Strategy, okay? So, I don't know how I feel about this plan. Let's go back. So first thing we jump right into and we hear about these Robin and her merry huntresses that are supposedly trying to run for city council and oppose Ironwood. So we get up to Ironwood and it's a complete 180 from what we're seeing in Mantle and Atlas. The army's out, everything's out, full guard. We see Ironwood and he seems pretty calm, stressed but calmed. Everything seems almost copacetic, almost too copacetic, if you know what I mean. We get the sauce that him, Penny, Winter, and all the Ace Ops know about everything. Ironwood is going the complete opposite direction of what Ozpin wants. Ozpin's like, we're going to fight this in secret. If we tell the people, they'll be panicked, they'll be grim, it's going to go horrible. Ironwood's like, here's another plan, buddy, yo, bucko or pal of mine. If we just prepare and we tell people in sections, we can control it. This man locked down his people and brought back his army. He's gonna tell them about tell them about Salem and all that. Let the panic happen and try to fight off all the grim that's gonna come. I'll be quite honest with you. I don't know if it's a good or a bad idea yet. It's not terrible, but there has to be something better, right? The plan to put a new tower satellite in orbit, genius, 200 IQ, I give him mad points for that. The way he handled Ruby and crew coming in, I give him credit for that. He seems like he's still on the same team. He was so excited to see Oz or hear Oz was potentially back, you know? So he seems like he's still devout, but I can't help, I got that feeling something's just not right. It don't feel right. Do you know, at first I thought I was tripping. I'm like, nah, it's not that serious. He hugged Crow. Nah. That's funny to me. That's weird. Even Crow was like, yo, what are you doing, fam? Like, get off me. It was weird. I didn't like it. I want to know what's actually going on in Atlas. We had the same I had the same feeling earlier in the series where I was like, yo, Cinder is the good bad guy, but there has to be somebody above her. It seems like everything she's doing is for somebody else's plan. That's the same feeling I'm getting right now with Ironwood. I'm like, it sounds good, but is that what you're actually doing? Because everything seems too cheery in Atlas for all the crap that's going on in Mantle. So I'm really waiting to see how that's going to come together. The sauce that we get at the end is that Arthur and Tyrion are already in Atlas, and you write in that Cinder and Neo is on the way. If Cinder can get in contact with Arthur, as we can see, he has active defense against the city. He was walking and I saw 2 cars just instantly stop. I was like, oh, that was lucky. But then he went to the crosswalk and that van hit the pillars coming up. I'm like, nah, that was him. And then you see the camera start turning off. Yeah, and to find out he used to work in Atlas and help write the code. I think we knew he came from Atlas. I don't think we knew that he helped write the code in Atlas. That's a huge issue. I don't know if you guys caught it at the end, but like I said, yo, your greatest enemy is your phone guy and your IT guy. Do not piss them off. Never piss off your phone guy and your IT guy. And if your phone guy is your IT guy, if your IT guy is your phone guy, you better make sure he's well paid, well fed, and you treat him like the prince that he is. Because he fixed your internet and he knows what your nudes are. That's all I'm going to say. Whew, it was a lot going on. It was a lot. Things that I felt, it's nice to see Penny. That tender moment between Winter and Weiss was beautiful. It was good. I thoroughly enjoy seeing Weiss break through her sister's hard exterior and forcing her to be a human for a moment. Not saying she's not human, but you know, she can be kind of cold. I know you see what I did. I know you see it. But in other news, yo, you remember when I said the Ace Ops was a stupid name? I take it back. Just because they got one shawty, she's 6'5", thick as hell, the one who shook the hell out of Ruby. Yo, I want her to shake me like that. I need that name sauce ASAP. I need to do some research. That was a pleasant surprise. In other news, yeah, that's all I got for this one. This was solid. Ironwood's plan is kind of wild, but I'm not against it yet. I'm sure there's some holes in this plan, but I just don't have enough to poke them in there. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let it ride. I was glad to see that he gave them the lantern back, but in my mind, for me, him giving them the lantern back was, oh, I need a way to build trust. So when I betray them or do something wild later, they won't see it coming. I don't think he believes their story either, because she said exactly what Oz told him, and everybody in the room, nobody on Team RWBY or Team Ranger Orange, none of them have a poker face. Not a poker face for shit. Cause Ruby's like, yeah, he told us, and yeah, I'm not buying it. And also, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. With that being said, I'm interested to see how the dynamic between the Ace Ops and Winter and Penny and Ironwood is gonna clash with that of Team RWBY, Crow, and Team Jorn. I forgot that. It's gonna be interesting. And now that we have the baddies in the same place as 2 relics and a Winter Maiden, it's about to pop off. So with that being said, if you made it this far and you haven't already, drop a sub on the channel, drop a like on the video, hit the bell for post notifications, because we post content 3 times a week and you don't want to miss out. If you want to catch me, I'm live on Twitch every Monday and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Check the description below for the Twitch link and of course the Patreon link, where you can find uncut, unreleased anime and RWBY reactions. I'm your man behind the cam, and as always, stay nasty.
You're nasty.